Yeah. What it do, Bantus? Your brother man from the motherland coming to you guys live from the NY, back with another one of that Repent or Die podcast. For those that don't know who I am, I'm him, Junns the NBIC, giving all praise and glory to the heavenlies, for they are worthy to be praised. Last but not least, I want to give a shout out to all you guys for your continuous support, leaving all your feedbacks, the positive, the negative, all things is respected and needed because it allows me to do what I do best, and that is to continue keeping my foot on you heathens, you he-grows, and the newly installed heathenites. Next round of applause for that. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Beautiful Monday. Hope everybody had a good one. My Monday was cool, calm, and collective. Got my truck fixed. It was giving me issues. I thought it was gonna be a major situation, but it really wasn't. Wasn't even that pricey. It was worth it. My joint running smooth again. I was just flying through New York. I see my client today. Had a good rapport with him, man. It's good brother, man. Word. You know what I'm saying? I'm working the social service field, work with, individuals who have been diagnosed with autism, Down syndrome, the whole shebang. And you'll be shocked to see, even though brothers and sisters are in these circumstances, man, the intelligence, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, when I tell you the geno of a Bantu, it can't, they can try as much as they want to try. It can't be tainted, man. You know what I'm saying? We literally are one of a kind, man. And for that, definitely got to give all praise to the heavenly ones for that, because we are made in their likeness and their image, and it's only right that we stay in their likeness and their image. Round of applause for that. Yeah, but other than that, man, I had to come on. My apologies for my tardiness. Like I tell you guys all the time, man, even my own funeral, I'll be late for it, you heard? But no excuses. We here, we live, and we gonna get it started. Now, before I get into this lesson, and I wouldn't call it a lesson, more of a biblical spiritual understanding, because a lot of you guys don't know that the things that's going on in this world, you have to tie it within the word, right? Because the word is the only record that shows the creation of man, how it all started, how did it go through that, how did we go through there, and how did we end up here, right? Now, some not gonna believe. Other people is gonna disagree. Other people are gonna say, "Oh, it's a fairy tale." Those individuals, 9 out of 10 times, those individuals are the seed of Cain, Lucifer's children. You don't argue with them. And yes, they took our records. They did a whole lot of plagiarism. Listen, let me tell you something. As a scholar that I am, as all the studies, researches that I have done within the last couple of months, going to, I'll say like a year and a half, 2 years, because I'm talking about in-depth truth, right? Sometimes it makes you don't want to read the Bible no more. I'll be honest. But at the same time, I know that there's specific writings within the word that was deliberately a reminder and giving us an understanding. And I've also, for me as a colored man, I always gotta remember what Aleister Crowley said, right? With the dog was a dogma. If you never read that book, you should. Maybe one day I'll do a simple conversation about it. But it's a very, in-depth understanding of how they was going to dismantle the creator from the hearts and minds of the people, mainly the Bantus, right? But reading, see, my mind is just on 1,000 right now, just thinking about it. But the point I'm trying to make you to understand is that even though through the things that we see, you have to tie everything with today's times. The word and today's times, you got to be able to put them two together. So before I even give you a breakdown, I want to play this video for you guys. And you guys see what the title is. Are today's women, are today's black women, are today's Bantu women the reason for today's Bantu men being crazy and deranged? Now, I really want you to think about that. And no, I'm not here to blame my sisters. I'm not here to do none of that. I'm just here to give you a true biblical understanding so you can know without a shadow of a doubt what the heck is going on in this world, why things are the way that they are, and how can we overcome it, right? So let me play the video first, and then I'll come with everything, all right? All right, let's go. Hold on.
Yo, this video is super crazy. Take a look at it and let me know what you think.
If a man asks me for my number, I'm gonna give it to him. I don't care what he look like. And if I don't like him, I'm gonna throw an extra razzle-dazzle in there and be like, yeah, and make sure you text me right now or in the next 5 minutes, boo, don't play with me. Y'all act like the block button don't exist. Do y'all know there are men out here unaliving women because they don't want to give their number up to these men? Baby, I don't care what you look like, how aggressive you came at me. You about to get this number. I was at the gas station and tall dude with dreads walked up to me and said, let me get your number. Not asking me, can he get my number? No, baby, he demanded it in a nice way. And even though he wasn't my type, I still gave him my number and smiled and said, make sure you text me in the next 5 minutes. Don't play with me. And he walked off smiling. Okay, not angry, not triggered, not disrespected. He walked away from me smiling. Women, come on, this is chess. When I'm in the presence of a man, I'm going to give him the ultimate respect, regardless if I'm attracted to him or not. I love my life. I love my future. I love my purpose. And I'm not going to allow pride or ego to get the best of me in that moment.
Like, comment, share. Later.
So before I even dive in, let me just say this is fair use, all right? YouTube, fair use. This is for educational purposes. Now, why did I play this video? Because she stated that they got men today who are unaliving women because of wanting somebody's number. I remember my Wiz having a conversation about a man was ready to fight with her because she did not provide her number. And then I sent this to a bunch of sisters within my group, right? Especially my sisters that follow me on this YouTube. If you follow me on this YouTube and you follow me on IG, I'm sure you received this video, right? And one of my sisters says, yo, it is crazy out here that, you know, women has to protect themselves, and, you know, you gotta be on point, and you gotta really move like how the sister said she was moving. And I had to tell her, I said, ladies, you are the blame for this right here. And it triggered. But I said, come on. I said, sis, you got to understand what I'm about to tell you. See, when I talk, I don't want you to ever think that I'm like these weirdo niggas that's on these platforms that want to come on these shows and, you know, discredit our sisters, you know, point the fingers, blame them to the whole totality. No. See, me, I'm very aware of holding self accountable. See, I'm all about accountability, and also I'm very aware of knowing who's the true enemy. You see, these people that you see on these social media platforms are literally there to keep the fire, the division between man and woman, so we can never stand together and rise and take down the true enemy. You understand? So when I said to the sister, I said, sis, you gotta understand, y'all ladies wanted this. She said, what you mean? I told her, you must understand that the devil and his children will always use you, my sisters, to take down the black man. I said, what you how did the serpent get to Adam? It was through Eve. How did this high rise of toxicity in men became about? Because the same process, and I'm gonna show you in the Bible. Hold on, let me pull this up.
This video is super crazy. Take a look at it and let me know.
Let me pull this up. I want to pull this up with the word too, so you can know. Ecclesiastes 1 verse 9 says, the thing that has been is that which shall be, and that which is done is which shall be done, and there is nothing new under the sun. Right? Now, the same tactics that was done with Adam and Eve in the beginning is the same tactics that's still being used to this very day. People's going to say, what you mean by that? The serpent made Eve eat the forbidden fruit. The devil's now, is making our sisters take the forbidden fruit. In return, as long as she's gonna have the forbidden fruit, she could eat it, but in return, it's to do what? To remove her protection, to cause division between her husband. See, to the modern day forbidden fruit is your dollar bill. See, the item may be different, may be different, but the concept remains the same. The agenda remains the same. Destroy the stronghold of Sunini Nanini. So today, when I say, women, you are to blame for this, I'm saying when men was aggressive and being thorough and standing 10 toes down, it was the women that the devil used to tell men, you can't stop being so aggressive. It's okay to be emotional. There's nothing wrong with crying. You see mothers come on these social media platforms and say things like, yeah, I tell my son to cry. I tell him there's nothing wrong with crying. There's nothing wrong with expressing yourself, right? Knowing that a man is supposed to be war ready because we at war. This is prison. You know the saying, if you're found weak in jail, they're going to give you hell. Oh, see, this is what women is not understanding. So when I say they was using you to get, you are the reason for problems like this. This is it right here. Because when you was told that you should tell your man to stop being so aggressive, you know, there's nothing wrong with 50-50 being equal, seeing eye to eye. A woman should be able to speak up for herself and defend herself. And see, this is the psychological tactics that was being used to my sisters, pushing this feminist movement upon you, telling you anything he can do, you can do better. And we was doing that, and our sisters fell for that. And then in the 1940s, they came with something called welfare. And they told black women that you can receive welfare and a large amount of money as long as you remove that man from the house. So how can a woman force a man out the house? She has to make the house uncomfortable. So what was she doing? She started talking back. She started cursing. She started discrediting the funds that the man was making. He wasn't making ends meet. He wasn't living up to the American dream that was being seen on the television screen. You see when it rhymes? So she took that opportunity to discredit him. And when he lost his job, she discredited him even more and said, you was a bum, you was a failure, get out of here. You was a drunk, because you know what real men do. Real men don't come home and cry and argue. They drink their sorrows away. So he'll come home drunk, and she will use that to go against him, cause the friction. And when he finally had enough, or he beat her to the point of no return. You know, some men do black out. Broken eye socket, etc., etc. See, stuff like that, there's no coming back from. So now the man leaves, and the woman gets on the phone, and she calls these agencies and says, listen, he's gone. Is that money still available? And you know what they're going to say? Absolutely. We gotta do an inspection first. We gotta ensure that this man is not around. And they used to honestly bring people to the house to inspect the whole facility. And when the man was gone, they said, we're gonna help you. It's the same tactics being used today. And the girl and the woman gets all the funds. But guess who? Guess who suffers at the end? Like I told the sister, the child suffers at the end. Because life is about balance. Everything in life is a balance. That's why you got 2 feet so you can stand. It's a balance. You got 2 hands so you can stand. It's a balance. You got the upper jaw, bottom jaw, teeth up top, teeth down below. It's a balance. Everything is by tools. So when you take away one and you leave just one alone, it creates an imbalance. And an imbalanced person is uncontrollable. And this is the modern day men that you see running around here. And now these men are the ones that's on your TV screen. These men are the ones that's representing you. These men are the ones that's teaching your child to be in this behavior. And when they see a woman and they try to talk to her and she say no, remember, he's coming from a household with his mama never told him no. So when a woman that's ideal or reminiscent of his mother tells him no, he gets psychotic. He gets crazy and deranged. And he starts to attack. And you're living in a society where the woman say you're supposed to be emotional. You know, men don't cry like how the woman cry. So they show the emotions through their hands. They show their emotions through their finger. And how many of our black sisters is being unalived because of this? See, I'm gonna tell you the truth. I'm gonna tell you the truth, and we're gonna tie it with the Bible. We're gonna tie it with the Bible. You ain't got to worry about that. You ain't got to worry about none of that. Okay? And all of it falls down to us forgetting the ways of old. We have forgotten that the devil waits day and night. He is a cunning hunter. He's looking for the Bantus to devour. And he's been devouring us for how many years? How many of us is single parent households? How many of us is traumatized from this single parent household? Our sisters was being told by their mothers that they gotta be strong, that they don't need to take nothing from a man, that if a man ain't gonna do this, you better get up and walk away. How many of our sisters is running with that mentality? How many sisters are telling a man that if she doesn't do this for you and she doesn't does that for you, you gotta leave? But there's nobody teaching the ways of the man because the man is nowhere to be seen. Where's the father to keep the balance? Where's the father to keep the authority in place? See, a woman can't do nothing. See, the woman is literally just like Mama Love that sits on the throne. That is not Nene. She is just like her. What she do? She nurtures. She teaches. She comfort. Where does the authority come from? Where's the proper judgment? Where does that come from? That comes from the Father. See, when the Father is not around, somebody's gonna get the mind frame of, oh, word, you don't want to talk to me? He don't have proper judgment. He's only gonna react on how a woman react. And oh my G's, you know how the black woman is reacting now. The black woman is snapping her fingers, snapping her neck, all up in the man's face. You see what she says? She said, when I'm around a man, I am in complete submission and respect. She understands, but she sees it. She sees it in a space of survival. She don't see it in a space of order created by the heavenly ones. Let me show you. Let's go to Proverbs 31. Let's go to Proverbs 31. Why not? Proverbs 31. Come on, people. Let's dance with me. Proverbs 31. Let's start off with this. 31:10 says, who can find a virtuous woman? For her price is far above rubies. Rubies is more expensive, more rare than diamonds. See, you can't mimic a ruby. You could mimic diamonds. You get the Cuban, you get the lab test, you get all that, but you can't mimic rubies. It says the heart of her husband does safely trust in her so that he shall have no need of spoil. When a man can put his whole trust inside of a woman, knowing that the things that he tells her, knowing that the things that he do with her, the good, the bad, the maybes, she would never take the opportunity to throw it in his face when the time is right because they at odds, because they broken up. Never. And there's no broken up, just separated. They're just in a disagreement, arguing, fighting. Never. So that he shall have no need of spoil. Nothing spoil. He will never hear the things that he tell her, he would never receive it back in a spoiled manner. Try to discredit, right? It says, she will do him good and not evil all the days of her life. She will not do him evil, but good all the days of her life. For as long as she live, her job is to do good to her man, love him, not ridicule him, not force him out the house because the agents of Lucifer is coming to do what? Devour because of money. I did the podcast. We need to stop looking like money and start looking like a family again. Talk to me nice. Talk to me nice. This is what we talking about on this podcast. This ain't the foolish nonsense you guys are listening to every day. Ain't no blue check over here. This is the red reality check on this side of town. You heard? And it's coming with gangster and fire. Right? This is the roles, ladies. This is the roles, my ladies. She seeketh wool and flax, and worketh willingly with her hands. She is like the merchant ship. She bring her food from afar. She rises also while it is yet night, and give meat to her husband, to her household, and a portion to her maids. This is just to let you know, ladies, this job is for eternity. There's no days off. I tell my Wiz this all the time. She gets frustrated when I say that, but there's no days off. You was created to be the helpmate, right? It's all about roles. Men got roles, women got roles. She feels like I got free time. It's not that I got free time. It's just that my time, right? See, let me I don't want to get off task, but I'm gonna get back to it, right? Let me just give my sisters a breakdown and an understanding of roles that's being done in life, right? Now, when you have a child, the first 3 years, that's all mommy. What I mean is, mommy's breastfeeding. She's the one that's gonna teach him how to talk. She's the one that's gonna teach. These are the critical times, right? So he sees his mom's. Dad is there too. Don't get it twisted. Dad is there too. But the main person that got to be in that child's life is the mother, right? Now, when the child is able to function, right? That means talk, walk, comprehend. That's when daddy comes in, because now daddy got to install proper judgment, because now he's able to make decisions and understand for himself. That's when the father comes in. See, we're living in a society now where it's like, oh my gosh, I need help, this and that. No, it's not how it goes. This is the European, leave the European philosophies, traditions, leave that for them. That is not you. Okay? That is not you. That is not us. Okay? When you read in the old times, when you look into African culture, remember we in bondage, so we have to work, etc., etc. That's why it seems so hard-fetched to understand. But in the Holy Land, when a woman has a child, the woman's mother stays with the daughter for 3 years and help her with the child. It's not the man. It's the woman and the mother. You understand? And when the child gets of age and he's ready to comprehend himself and do things, then the father takes control. Like, come with me. Let me prep you to be the heir to this throne. So we're gonna do things like learn how to hunt, learn how to survive, learn how to box, learn how to do this, learn how to do that. That's the role. And that's when the word says teach a child from young, so when they get older, they will not depart. That's how it goes. See, when I tell you that I do my due diligence when it comes to studying who we are, and I don't just study it I don't just base it on, information given to me or seen. I also pay attention to the animal kingdom. When you see the little cubs, they've always under their mother. Never see them with the father. But then when they get of age, you see them going hunting with the father. See, there's nothing new under the sun. That's why I had to start it off there, so you guys can get an understanding of what I'm trying to tell you. There's nothing new. It's this new world order that's installing new tactics and behaviors that's doing more destruction than good. And we need to stay away from that. Anytime you hear the word NEW coming from these people, run as far as you can. New age, new religion, new doctrine, new philosophies, new studies, anything the word new, you need to run. Even when I see things say we got a new job opening, I don't even apply for it. I said, it's new. Nope. Anything with the word new coming from these people, you need to run. Facts. But I digress, guys. Right? Verse 16 says, She considereth a field and buy it. With the fruits of her hands she planted a vineyard. She girdeth up her loins with strength and strengthen her arms. She perceiveth that her merchandise is good. Her candles go not without night. Right? She lay her hands to the spindle, and her hands hold the distaff. Right? She stretches out her hand to the poor. Yeah, she stretches forth her hands to the needy. You see the role of our sisters? You see that? It's about putting order back into humanity. It's about putting order back into humanity. Okay? She's not afraid of the snow for her household, for all her household are clothed with scarlet. She make herself covering a tapestry. Her clothing is silk and purple. Her husband is known in the gates when he's sitting amongst the elders of the land. How is her husband known? Because she's a representative of him. When they see her, they like, yo, man, you got a great wife, bro. Yo, your wife, she holds it down. She don't complain. She holds it down. And I'm sorry my sisters are not being acknowledged. See, women like that are being ostracized. Y'all being thrown in the furnace. See, they want my sisters to be sexy red, Nicki Minaj, Cardi B's. They want you to be that. They don't want you to be the Lauryn Hill. They don't want you to be that. They want you to be the ignorant, I'm a savage, looking super stupid. They want you to do that instead of being that virtuous. You want people to know your woman for being that real one. You don't want that woman to be known as, yo, man, she was dealing with Tyrone. Oh yeah, that's her baby dad. Look, she's dealing with this. Now she was dealing with this dude from this block on 39th. Now she's dealing with this dude on 45th. Then she's gonna go with this dude on 58th. And she's all over the place. You understand? You don't want your woman to be known as that. But this is what they're teaching our young black women. You know why? And you know how it got so easy? Because the man is no longer around. See, if the man is no longer around, then please, I could do whatever I want with her. Just like when the man is not around, they doing whatever they want to do with your son. We got boys waking up saying, I want to be a woman. Let me show you something. Hold on. Let me see if I still got it download. Let me show you something. Give me a second. See if I still got it. Probably removed it. It was just so foolish. It's not there. You understand? These are the things that these people do. We got young boys contemplating if they want to be females. Like, yeah, look, let me just let me put this on the screen for y'all. Let me put this on. All in the name of Jesus too. Let me show you this. Let me put this on. Look at this. Look at this. Look at this. Look at this. All in the name of Jesus. See, when my people start to realize the importance of each other and why we need to come together as one to become whole. A man is incomplete without a woman. A woman is incomplete without a man. But we're living in a society where they tell you that being by yourself makes you strong. You don't need nobody. Nobody can take care of you better than yourself, etc., etc. And then now a woman or a man is gonna determine the partner's purpose based on what she's bringing to the table. Excuse me? She's bringing herself. The heck? He's bringing himself. The heck? Was it a concern or what's being brought to the table when you see him across the room and when you seen him from across the room, or when you opened your legs and he got inside of you and she opened herself, and you know what I'm saying? Was these things even a thought? No. So if it wasn't a thought then, don't make it a thought now. See, it becomes a thought now because of what society, what these social medias, what the movies, the televisions, all of these things are being thrown at black people. Mind you, it's only thrown at black people. Show me where you see the Jewish man and the Jewish woman at odds. Show me where you see the Chinese man and the Chinese woman at odds. Show me where you see the Arab man and the Arab woman at odds. You see, I don't mention the Europeans because the Europeans are the sacrifice for their agenda. See, they will sacrifice their own to get their point across. So when you see the hillbillies doing what they're doing, or you see the European celebrities, these are the sacrificial lambs. When I say the Jewish people, because they are the authority for that race. You understand? They are the authorities. You're not gonna hear the Rothschilds got a divorce. You're not going to hear these things. But you're gonna hear it with Brad Pitt and Julia Roberts and all of these. These are sacrificial lambs. Okay, to pushing in an agenda, they got hired actors. They signed their contract in blood. These are roles and procedures they must do in order to maintain a happy lifestyle and to keep us, and I mean us, the black people, in a state of disarray and confusion. Okay. So we base our understanding on life based on what they're doing and not paying attention to the ones that's running the world. Show me where. Go on Google right now. Type in Rothschilds filing for divorce. Find it. I'll wait for it. When you find it, let me know. But we're not paying attention to these things because we want to be with the bottom feeders that have a little bit of gold. No, I need to know exactly the ones that got the whole world under control. Isn't that who you would want to mimic your ways by, to understand the true order of humanity? These people are not marrying out. Show me where the Rothschilds done gave their daughter up to a black man. Show me where they gave their daughters up, their sons up to a black woman. Show it to me. Show me where the president of the United States right now, wife and husband, daughter and son, is married to a black person. Show it to me. Show me the prime minister of Israel, Netanyahu, whatever his name is. Show me his children married to a black woman. Show it to me. Show it. See, they always gonna preserve this. Because in their minds, we are contamination. And then guess what? In our minds, they've been the contamination. But you know why we want the contamination with us? Because when you have been fed Jesus, the Jesus story, you proceed to believe the only way you're going to be saved and be seen as righteous and holy is to have that seed, that blood, that skin tone in your DNA. You ever heard, oh, look at my baby. He got that coolie hair. He got that white boy. He got that white girl hair. Look at them blue eyes. That we get infatuated by this evil. Are you out your mind? Are you out your mind? Look at this behavior. Look. In the church, look who he went running to. This is a political structure right here. This was a chess move. The madness. This is why they removed the man. So yes, sis, it's your fault. You are the reason for this. Because our sisters refuse to tap in with the creators. Our sisters refuse to tap in with our ancestors, understand what they went through. We more focus on the after effects of slavery. No, you need to also know what was we before slavery. You know, you wasn't always slaves, right, people? You know, you always wasn't at the bottom of the bottom. You know, once upon a time, you was sitting in high positions. And I'm not saying everybody was kings and queens, but you was free though. You know what I'm saying? You was in a community. You was in a village with family members. Now they had turned the family members against each other. Villages has been dismantled, removed. And then sometimes you spiritually get next to somebody, you be like, yo, I feel like I know you. Not knowing that you are related with that person. But then over money, over women, we get sidetracked and now we want to kill. We seeking blood. The actions of Cain. Before the flood. Ham, Ham, after the flood. Talk to me nice, Junns. Talk to me nice, Junns. Yes, ladies. Yes, you fell for the bait. And no, I'm not sitting here saying it's all your fault because we fell for the bait as well. But you reaping the benefits of the demise of the black man. You reaping all the benefits. You getting the good paying jobs. You getting public assistance. You getting double the food stamps. All on the behalf of a black man can't get a job. So he got to sell drugs. And then guess who come lurking and looking for a nigga to put in jail? Here come the D's. I wonder why they call them the D's. You think it stands for detective? No, it stands for demonic. It stands for the devil. That's what that is. That's what that D is for, the devil. Demons, demonic. And they come looking for young black men to destroy their lives. Knowing that this man was, just trying to find a way to feed his daughter. Like Biggie said, calling the cops on me when I was just trying to make some money to feed my daughter. It's all good, baby. But guess what? We never had a dream. It was always been a nightmare. It's still a nightmare. Because our people don't understand what's going on. Like I told my sister, I said, when I said what I said, she said, she said, my bad, but sometimes it trigger. I said, yes, it needs to be triggered. Because if it's triggering, you have the obligation to disarm the person. You disarm the gun, take down the gun. See, but they teach you to, when things trigger, they give you the mechanisms to cover it up. You know why? Because if you are to disarm the gun, you're going to be able to identify the fingers on the trigger. Oh, yeah. Don't let Junns talk to talk. Don't let Junns talk to talk, because it's going to start making sense. Because it's easy to see what's going on. But it's even easier to stay away. Because when you see a problem, by default, you have to want change. See, I want change. That's why I come on and I took this talk, because you guys need to understand that you are under attack. Listen, black people. Let me take that back. Listen, Bantus. Listen, Bantus. There is a nuclear war being done against you. They've been dropping nuclear bombs on us since the minute you came off them shores of Africa. It was a nuclear attack then to put you on them ships. It was a nuclear attack then after you got off them ships. And they've been dropping bombs. What you think that song is? He dropped the bomb on me, baby. The Gap Band was telling you who the enemy was. But they gave you Soul Train to dance to it so you can see it as just another classical song, not knowing there was a message within the message. But did you get the message? See, I got the message. And I understand what's going on. And I understand that the only way I'm going to be able to be strong and stay 10 toes down is with a wife. Every person that I know that's single, suffering, especially as they get older. You know, working double overtime is not as easy as it can be when you in your 40s. When you touching 50. Right? Tired and exhausting. Huh? But you got it though. Oh, my single lady. Oh, my single lady. Black people, black women leads the category in single. Lead in all single categories. Single mothers, single fathers, single parents, single. Listen, that Queen Latifah song was for all of us. We are living single. Oh, in the 2024, I still don't got no boys. That's you. Yeah, that's you. And not only are we single, but we even more divided than ever before. You see police violating women and men sitting on the sidelines watching. Where they do that at? Yeah. Get upset. Be pissed off. There's nothing new under the sun. This is the same tactics. Stop running from the problem. When things trigger, let it trigger. Because the only thing you can do is either you want to get shot and get killed by this gun, or you want to disarm it. And when you disarm the gun, the only thing left is the finger that was on the trigger. It's your brother, man, from the motherland. I came to you guys live. You see, this is what I love. See, the brother says, "Fam, preaching that whites are evil is not the resolve to the problem, homie." Where did you see me say the word white? You see, when people know the problem, they're gonna tell you what. Where did you see me say white? Where did you see me say white? Show me where you see me say white. Show me where did you see me say white? Show me. Now, he says I'm coming off as an agent. Show me where. Show me. Rewatch the video and show me where you see me say white. I could never be an agent, my brother. Don't try to associate us. Don't try to associate the awoken with people trying to be an agent about what? What am I agent about? You in my neighborhood? How many funerals have you been to? How many dead homies you have? Huh? You think it's about being an agent? How many friends you know that's born with single parents don't got a father in their household? Huh? Who's the pioneer of this behavior that's being taught to black people? Is it black people doing this? Since you want to say the D's being white, etc., who's teaching black people this toxic behavior? Who's funding this toxic behavior? Is it black people? Because I can show you through history, prior to you guys even being in a position of power, and I don't even know your gender. But if you talking like this, it seems like you're a part of them. So when you see individuals that's talk like that, right? Prior to your the people you're defending position of power, where was World War One? Where was World War II? Where was atomic bombs? Where is this coming from? Where did slavery come from? What was Christopher Columbus doing? Huh? And you guys know all I've been saying was the seed of Cain. But look, this is not me. You see, the guilty people are always gonna see the truth will always come out of the guilty people, because the minute you say things that trigger, the truth is gonna come out. And I'll just leave it as that. Prove my point. It's your brother man from the motherland. And if you ever think that I'm an agent, you must not know who I am. I am him, Mr. Listen, I keep my foot on these agents. Who are your heathens? The agents. Who are your Hebrews? The agents. Who are the heathenites? Yes, the heathenites. I am him. I'm the one that keep my big toe on their windpipes. Are you dumb or are you dumb? Listen to the creator say one time for the one time. And I'ma holler at y'all. I'm the angel killer. One.